Are you halfway to learning digital design and you feel like you hit a brick wall? Do you want to know what I did to regain motivation and finally nailed my digital modeling down? How to achieve total proficiency in digital modeling? If you fall into a learning black hole, don't continue the well-trodden path. Instead, get involved in a wide range of other activities. They will help you develop skills needed to take your digital modeling to the next higher level. They worked for me, they will also work for you. The activities might seem like being the only remotely linked to your digital sculptor career path, because they have little to do with sedentary work style in the closed office environment. However, by performing these activities, your problem-solving abilities through digital architecture and visual modeling will become a natural phenomenon which comes from within you. Digital modeling. It was something that you were always geared towards. You decided to master 3D design, and in no time it became your everyday life and your main career objective. Your progress grew exponentially until it reached a brick wall. It confuses me to see a great number of YouTube videos, tutorials, and all of those internet digital gurus presenting their knowledge. You probably sacrifice your time and even money to watch and learn from them, but often don't see much of a positive feedback. First of all, you must calm down and tell yourself, well done. You are already at this high point where you can talk about the brick wall. Many people would like to be in your shoes. From here, you can take it further. You just need to learn the process. I want you to know that you are not alone. I know how it feels. I was there too. Here is how I managed. Here is how you can. Now, step back and take a look at your progress. Estimate where you were last year and where you are now. Remember to do this estimation all cool and casual. Don't give yourself too much pressure. How long it took you to model this last year? And how long would it take it today? Would you do anything differently if given a second chance? Very often, on completion of the project, there's a time to step back and cold evaluate what could have been done better. Go back to the beginning and remind yourself why you started digital modeling at first place. Get very sentimental, maybe even with a glass of wine. Think about other career opportunities you might have in your life. Ask yourself, what else are you good at? Did you get yourself into this industry because you wanted to take your 2D sketches a step further to see how they present themselves in digital reality? Or maybe you were not that much into sketching and you wanted to create tangible results right off the bat. Whatever your story is, go back to the mindset and start asking questions again about what you really want. Treat yourself to a productive holiday. And I'm not talking here about leaving this all behind theory. You don't have to stay in a hotel room at some exotic destination. Maybe instead, it might be a good idea to get your camera and visit a car show, or maybe even a local dealership, a motorsport event. You can also pick other disciplines and follow a 3D character modeling in packages like ZBrush, or maybe a polygon subdivision modeling application such as Modo or Maya. Even a free-hand nature sketching. Such live gatherings give you tons of inspirations, reveal new tools, new approaches. You will be able to feed your eyes with fascinating images that will stay in your memory for years and give you a boost of new ideas when you're back at your desk. How about a pottery course? It can take your mind off everything. It's quite therapeutic. Some people even compare it to meditation because working with precision sculpting requires concentration. I also tried this and it was a great experience. I encourage you to try the same. You will be dealing with a lot of clay which will be there only for you to shape out. You will get your hands dirty, but it's worth it, and also it's a lot of fun. Have you ever played Lego blocks? Stacking blocks sharpens your hand and eye coordination. It will also spark your creativity, help you calm down and relax. Quickly, in fact very quickly, you will realize that digital modeling can be just like block building. If you played Lego as a child, just get back to it. I promise you, you will see some very good results after a very short time. The Rubik Cube. Yes, it really worked for me in an entertaining and educational sort of way. It didn't teach me how to better understanding 3D modeling as such. It rather allowed me to understand the immense power of MATLAB. The Rubik Cube will give you some understanding of power of algorithm. As you progress closer to the end, any color arrangement that you are making destroys the progress that you have already made in solving it. As you advance further, you have to keep track of more pieces and their movements. It's a bit similar to arranging holes and CVs in geometrical models, especially when having history active, where one minor alteration triggers many subsequent changes. Be ready to lose enthusiasm. This is a natural thing. Just understand how human beings work. One day you might feeling like working 12 hours a day. It happens when you get very excited about something and quickly want to see the result of your efforts. Maybe you just have learned some new tools and like the way they work. Some other time you might not feel like getting off the bed at all. It happens when you stumble across something you can't solve, or simply you get used to your digital modeling by constantly staring at them. You quickly forget your progress and only look forward for more, constantly being dissatisfied, even a bit frustrated. But don't worry, just remember that everybody needs a boost of motivation from time to time. What you could do next is to go ahead and see some existing designs and think how great it would be if you could make them yourself. There's nothing wrong with copying other people's work methods. At this stage of gaining skills, find your hero and follow his tips on workflow, geometry creation, topology modification, etc. You can also look at objects around you, for example, visualize the geometry lattice of the existing cars in the street. When you do this, quick eye scanning of the objects around you, can you notice any highlights imperfections, any flat spots, or any volume problems? At the end of this video, I encourage you to check out some of the ideas towards learning 3D modeling. You will progress while having fun without even realizing that these activities contribute to you becoming a better digital modeler.